I chose to attend it because the content was interesting, and I actually learned quite a bit while I was on stage, so that was really good. I think, look, the impact is if you can get the word out to the market and you can educate people on what the discussions were here, I think that'll have a really good impact, because a lot of stuff people don't know, whether it's especially in a market like UAE where there are a lot of single building owners or a lot of private families that develop from a real estate perspective. Once they understand the options available to them specifically to get sustainable and help with the government reaching its goals, I think that'll be very beneficial. Trends right now, the market that has been going on in UAE or in Dubai specifically for the last 18 months is very unprecedented, especially within villas and townhouses and things like that. I think because of how well the government has handled the pandemic and positioned itself as a safe haven for people around the world. I think that's driven a lot of people to come here, obviously, and invest in the country, specifically with real estate. I think that trend obviously will balance itself out. You can't always be on an upswing. It will balance out, and that's a good thing because it's a mature market, and those are signs of a mature market. I think sustainability within real estate is going to be very important over the next 5-10 years. I don't think we will have a choice in this matter, and I think developers, private developers, people like us, and I'm sure there are some others out there who are taking the risk of actually doing something that's sustainable and delivering it in high quality and something that's still affordable, will continue to succeed. In terms of post-pandemic world, obviously space has been the biggest thing. People want more space, they want more facilities within the building. During the pandemic, they were all stuck in a small apartment, and I think the most important thing now is developers don't build shoeboxes. They build, whether it's an apartment or a townhouse or a villa, something with a little more space, something for people to live rather than just rent and grow inside. I think that's one of the biggest takes. And of course, your FM services and your security services within the building, these all need to be top-notch because people are worried about cleanliness, about health and safety within the building and well-being within the building. It comes down to how we conceptualize a project, and once we conceptualize it, the technology comes in to the design element of it, how we build the structure, what materials we use and to optimize it, and the equipment that's used in the building. So that's how we optimize technology, but again, it's about planning well and executing it properly. That's very important to us. Yes, of course, you've got BMS systems and energy management systems which are efficient, which measure efficiency. So we have that in place already. Do we use something that's over and above? No, not yet. But that's because we went into it knowing that we were optimizing everything from the start. So if you do that, then the need for technology later becomes less. But yes, if you talk about older buildings, of course, technological innovation is extremely important because they don't have the design element of it, the equipment element of it that's already optimized for sustainability. So they would need more technology. No, I mean, look, any developer now, you can hire a consultant and understand what's required depending on where you're building in Dubai. So that's the easiest way to go about it. It depends on the goals of each developer. We, like I said, ZEN Properties wants to be a conscious and sustainable developer that helps people live better. And we choose to do that through the way we build and through the spaces we create. So it depends from developer to developer, but the easiest way is to hire an expert who can guide you and educate you on what can be done. It's not just being sustainable, so obviously sustainability comes in design, construction, and then operations. So that's one aspect of it. But again, we want to build communities. In Dubai, they don't really have communities, they have buildings, right? So spaces where people can get together, spaces where people can interact, spaces where people want to go out and use, that's very important. And of course, within the building itself, the energy that's created and how the building is managed and operated, those are all very important. So that's what we mean by overarching. So what we call it as sustainable community living, that's what we've created. And that's being green, whether that's through your landscaping, the facilities that you give, the optimization of the energy, so it's all encompassing. LEED certification, our next project, it's called ZEN Gardens. It's launching in Al Furjan, end of October, first week of November. So that's our first project that's LEED Gold certified. And it's something that we decided to do because, again, we wanted to take sustainable development to the next step. We wanted to take that risk. We wanted to put in the additional money. We believe in this, right? It's part of our ethos, and this is something that we want to continue doing. And of course, the well-being design aspect of it, the wellness aspect of it is something new in the market that, again, we're trying for the first time.